Jesus Christ.
St Francis Xavier was in fact an accidental missionary. He probably would have been a spectacular saint. He was an exceedingly gifted man. But he wasn't the first choice to go to the Far East, as it was then called, in 1541. Another Jesuit was sent by St Ignatius to Portugal. But when he got there, a whole series of events happened, and eventually he couldn't go and didn't go. So Francis Xavier was sent to take his place, and as they say, the rest is history. Francis Xavier was an incredibly accomplished man who was good at many, many things, but languages was one of them. We know that in his lifetime, apart from Latin and Greek and no doubt his own native Spanish, he also mastered Hindi to the degree that we know he preached in it and could do some translation of the Bible. We know that he mastered Malay when he came to what is modern-day Malaysia and the top of Indonesia. We know that he mastered Japanese, which is extraordinarily difficult, even to this day and age with modern learning habits or modern learning tools. But he mastered some of it, enough again to speak and dialogue in Japan. And he was learning Chinese when he died on Sunshine Island from what we think is typhus. An incredible man. But when he left to go to the New World, St Ignatius gave him a great piece of advice. He said, learn the language. Now, Ignatius probably knew this great linguist would learn the language, but I'd like to suggest to us, those online with us, those in our church right now, that his witness is alive and well because we've got to learn the tongue of our world so we can speak to it. If we speak to people now of the good news of Jesus Christ in a way they can't hear and a way they don't understand, we're talking to ourselves. And no wonder our community will get smaller and smaller and smaller. But I would suggest that we have to be prudent, that great virtue of prudence, to find the right way to say the right thing at the right time. Francis seems to have had that gift. May we have it too. And secondly, we can talk till the cows come home. If we don't practice what we preach, stay at home, because we'll be gongs booming and cymbals clashing. Our greatest ever proclamation of the gospel is our lives.